Hi, I'm Larry Cole, and I'm a trainer consultant with the Dealer Institute. During these very difficult times, I'm reminded of a book written by Robert Schuller many years ago titled, "Tough Times Don't Last, but Tough People Do." This reminds me of the fact that all of us are being hit by this virus. Some of us are even getting knocked down by it. And that reminds me of a story about Muhammad Ali many years ago when he was knocked down by George Foreman. And while he was sitting on the canvas, he was later asked, "What were you thinking about when you were sitting on that canvas?" And he said, "I'm thinking, I can't win this fight if I keep sitting on my butt." He got up and eventually won the fight. That's what we have to do. We're going to win this fight. So, number one, we have to understand something, that our brain works, our internal chatter works 24/7. And it just automatically generates thoughts. It's been estimated that we have 50,000 thoughts a day, and some 80% of those are not our friends, but we can control that. We've talked about that, and that's the second thing I want to talk about. Is in an earlier video, we've mentioned that we can control our reaction to what's happening to us. We do not have to be a victim of our external circumstances. Some of us are going to think, though, we can't control it. Other people are going to think we can control it. Unfortunately, as Henry Ford once said, they are both right. I want to demonstrate to you that you can control it. So I'm asking you to look at your left hand. Some of you who are wearing a ring, look at the ring on that left hand. Now you've just illustrated that you can control your freedom of choice. And we're going to use that freedom of choice to our benefit. Number three, I want to ask you to focus on small wins. Small wins are uplifting. They help us to feel better. All right? A great exercise is at the end of the day, just take a few minutes and talk to your team about what are the 3 small wins or 4 small wins that we've experienced today. Let people go home on a high. Speaking of home, you can even conduct that session at home. Talk about the 3 wins that we've had today as a family. Number 4, piggybacking on the idea of small wins is a gratitude journal. Research is showing that if we just take a few minutes in the evening and just write down 3 or 4 things that have been good to us today, or our blessings if you want to consider that, it has tremendous health benefits for over time. 5th is a very important one. It's realistic optimism. I don't want you to be Pollyannish. Pollyannish thinking everything's going to be great, hunky-dory. Well, we know that's not the case. Some of us are being hit financially. Some of us are being hit emotionally. Some, unfortunately, have had a physical illness as a result of this, or you know somebody that's had a physical illness as a result of this virus. So let's accept that as a reality. But here's what we've got to do. You've got to keep focused on your professional and personal goals. And every day when we wake up, we've got to do things that's going to help us to achieve our personal and career goals. You got to keep your eyes locked onto where you want to go because our body follows our eyes. Focus on that every single day. 6 is continuing to reach out to your support groups. Although we may not be able to sit down and have a cup of coffee with them, we can stay connected to them electronically. And when you do, instead of focusing on the negatives that's going on in this world, continue to focus on some of the positive events in this world. Last but certainly not least is higher power. Participating at church may not be a reality right now, but a lot of churches are now streaming live. We can do it electronically. You can also take the time to fill your mind with spiritual thoughts during the course of the day. If you believe that a higher power is helping you, then that higher power is helping you. Our thoughts are our reality. Larry Doty wrote a book many years ago called Prayer is Good Medicine. That may be something that you want to read. Speaking of a prayer, many years ago when I was building a business, I went through some very difficult times, and I ran into a prayer written by Norman Vincent Peale in one of his books. And I'm going to read it to you. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is. Thank you for watching this video and letting us stay in touch with you.